welcome to my sacred space. Today we are here on my creative bench. As you see, I got some colors, I got some paper that I have already prepared with a background. I got my shells, some water. I got a little plastic lid that I'm used to blend the colors, and I'm going to share with you creative session which will be a glimpse into the Be Your Own Oracle course that I am starting this month. So when you want to sign up for it, just private message me after this or during this live. Let me just put the camera here so you can see a little bit better what we are going to do today, because today is the full moon in Pisces. So I'm going to create an oracle with you. As you see, I got two papers here that I had already painted a little bit with some watercolors, and here watercolors and acrylic. This is a cardboard, 300 grams. This is just a simple paper that we use for writing, for printing. It's 80 grams. So I'm going to use this one because I got more background on this one. And I just want to show you what we can create. Actually, let me go and take another little piece that I'm going to use. Okay, here I am back. I'm going to put one more cloth here just because I want to save the other one. So let's get started. This is just an example, so you can use your journal, you can use a cardboard, a paper, whatever you have handy with you. And you can work on layers, of course, with layers, but this one, just because I don't want this video to be too long, I got something that is already ready. So right now, I hope that you can see me, and I'm going to use some, I want to create orange, so I'm going to use some fluo pink here and some fluo yellow. I love super bright colors, so let's do this. This is going to give us a very bright orange. And as you go through wherever comes to you, to me this orange came to me, you can listen to music, you can maybe put an audio track that you like, or otherwise you can stay in that silence that allows you to listen to your inner voice. So today it's full moon in Pisces. We had already enjoyed the peak, which was this morning, 7:22 Central European time, from where I live here in Italy. And this is a very dreamy full moon. So we have permission today to dream. I'm not using water for this one because honestly I don't really like to use water, and because like this work is going to dry faster without water, Okay, so we are open to receiving whatever kind of message comes through this work. I tell you already that because the full moon is in Pisces, I want to create a fish. And I had already seen it. I'd seen these waves here, and this can be the shape of our fish. I like it. But because the full moon is in Pisces, we are absolutely free to expand our boundaries like the ocean, like the water of the ocean. And this will be part of what we are going to create in Be Your Own Oracle. I decided to open this course because I see more and more that we need guidance. I see it when, you know, I have my oracle readings and from the questions that people ask me, you know. And I want you to know that this guidance is available for you, of course, through me, through the oracles, but also it is available for you 24/7, and it is deep inside yourself. So now I'm going to use some white because I want to create a kind of base. Maybe, yes, I'm going to use some more of this, some more fluo pink, a little bit here, here. Of course, working in layers, it gives us the opportunity to make it richer and richer. For now, just like this. Can you see the shape of the fish here? I can. This is the body, this is going to be like the tail. So I also want you to know that you can truly create on whatever surface you prefer. This is a very simple sheet of paper, you know, and then you can glue it on your journal or on a cardboard, on a piece of wood, however you like it, you know, however your intuition says to you. I want to show you what I made this morning as I was going through my full moon ritual, and maybe you have already seen it in on my wall because I have posted a picture of it, but I do believe that live is always better. So I show you what I made this morning. Meanwhile, this is going to get a little bit dry. So hello Valeriano, welcome. So this is my work for this morning, you know. I've used exactly a paper like this, and then I glue it on my journal. This is my crystal that I've used for the ritual. So you see, then I've used some silver powder, and you know, I work in layers anyway, and I just love it. Live is much better. So put it here for now as we keep going with this work. Then we can also use, I've got some oil markers. Actually, I'm going to get them as well. Here we are. I've got some of these. You see, these are oil markers, and I'm going to use them as well. And I also got a pen to write a message. So let's put it here. Okay, so when I work with the oracle, I allow some time, you know, to let the image emerge and also let my emotions to emerge as I go with it. So I like this shape of the fish which is coming up, but I also want to create a little bit more of thick background. So I'm going to use some white, just like this. It's full moon, so I love the thing that it can be very, very bright. So some white, just to give a little bit more of thickness to the work. And I also want to add some yellow light for the full moon. So let's put some more of this. As you see, I use colors straight away from the bottle or the jar. Okay, I like this very much. So what we are going to do through this work is to allow our intuition to come up and simply to follow it. Okay, I just love it like this. So as it gets a little bit more dry, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the Your Own Oracle program. We will have 4 sessions all during the month of September, and I'm going to share with you a process that you can repeat anytime that you want to create your own oracle, to tune into your own internal oracle, your own intuition, your own guidance, and to receive from it the wisdom that you are seeking, so that you know that whenever you desire, you have free access to it. And this can be, you know, just guidance for yourself, but also it can further, it can deepen, strengthen the guidance that you can get from other people as well. And so we are going to go through these 4 sessions so that you can unfold the process completely and you can end the process with your own oracle. It will be an image, a piece of art with a message, and you do not have to be an artist to go through it, because it is just about using the skills that you already have. You don't need to be a painter to go through it. Just, you know, slow down and listen to your own intuition. You can also use some cello tape if you like to, you know, some tape like this. This is a paper one. Let me see. I like it because when you fix the paper with this, and then I take it away, you know, and I love to see the frame around the piece. But this is very, very personal. This is something that I love. So just for this one, I'm not going to create a frame. I'm just going to fix the four corners. It's very sticky, like this. One here, one here, because I want to be quite free to move it when I need it. Okay, here we go. This seems quite dry. You can talk to your piece, you know, and you can ask your piece, what would you like me to take from you? What do you want me to express through you? Okay, so I see something that I like very much here. I'm going to use my markers now. Don't have to be perfect. Just let your hand go. And I also love to follow the lines. This is something that I absolutely love, because the lines reveal something that maybe at a first glimpse, at a first sight, we do not see. But when we dive into the piece, we start seeing that the lines are forming an image. And I love to to discover along the way what this image is. What about this? Again, allow yourself to be imperfect. You don't have to be perfect, you know. Don't have to be perfect. And also remember that you work with layers. So maybe something that you do not like right now will be covered in a layer or two. You see that we already have the guidelines. I love this because this is a reminder as well that we already have the footprints, you know, on the sand. We just need to follow them. Look at this. Look at here. We can see this. Valeriano, you said that is an important aspect. Follow the light and let the intuition flow also. Of course. Yes, it is. It is. Okay, you see the fishes emerging from the bubbling water. I love it. Okay, so I want some more fluo pink. I want it here. I absolutely adore fluo colors because I adore love shades. I'm not a pastel woman, I'm a vivid and bright colored woman. Here we go. Then I love to see these bubbles as well. How beautiful is this fish? I love it already. Okay, some bubbles here. Okay, here we go. Allow your imagination to flow. As Valeriano said, go with the flow, with your intuition, with your imagination. So then, as the image starts to emerge, you can have a dialogue with it. You can ask, what would you like me to know? Which, for example, now I feel called to this color. This is kind of copper, something like this. And I love it because it gives that little bit of kind of glittery shades to the fish. Just a little bit like this. And also a little bit here. Doesn't have to be perfect. And also another thing that I love very much is to finish the piece with black lines, you know. I love them very much, and it is as if the image emerges even more. Here we go. So you can truly, you know, give permission to yourself to be free, to explore. I want some red now. Let your intuition to guide you. Some red. Okay. Okay, good. Then we can take a pause, you know, and just come back later, even a day later, hours later, minutes later, and also see how the picture changes as the time goes, because maybe the color becomes drier, the shades change. And so allow yourself also to dance with the new aspects of what is coming up. This piece is going to be your oracle. So, you know, be grateful to it, to show you what you need to know right now. So I want to keep the video not too long. That's why I'm going to complete it. I'm going to use the black now. But of course, you can work more on the background. You can maybe stick some paper with something that you haven't written, or some pieces from a magazine, wherever you like. Just allow your imagination to run free and then take action. You can even glue some things, maybe rice or the silver powder as well. I'm actually checking for it. I believe I had it here, but not so. Okay, this is some silver powder that you can use to add and to give some more magical sparks to your piece. Okay, right now let's move towards the end of this, and I'm going to use the black. This is okay. This is dry. Good. Okay. You see how it changes with the black? We can change what we had seen. For example, the mouth, you see, and this becomes something else. Okay. Here we go. You see? So now we can, let me see, I want some more here. Some more red. So now we can start asking this fish, what do you have for us? Which is your message for this Pisces full moon? In this dreamy time of our existence, what is it that we need to know to keep going and to step more and more into love, of course? What's your message for us? What's your message for us? Hello, Kelsey. Welcome. Valeriano also says you can be interesting effect by using black paper to paint and also different color contrast and beauty. Yes, of course, absolutely. You know, this is just free. I don't know why this is not working for me. Okay, here we go. Yes. Okay. So now I want to get the message from our full moon fish. What do you have for us? What is it that we have to know? Let us know. And so here we can have a little invocation to the soul of the fish. Let us know. Let us know. Okay. We hear bubbles of light. We hear golden bubbles of light. Let your breast be the gold. Let your breath to be the gold. Let your breath to be the gold. I'd love to know from you as well what you hear, what comes to you as you stare at it. And then, you know, as you go, of course, I'm going to wrap up earlier, but as you go and you come back to it, you may feel to add more and more details, maybe more and more words. This is a very colorful depth. We are in the depth of the ocean and it's absolutely colorful. Oh, as if there is magical light coming through the surface. Yes, life is full of colors. And to me, what this fish has is a very bright and playful soul. Very bright and playful soul. And indeed, he wants to have fun and be childlike with his friends. Feels like it is ready to swim with his friends. And then again, we can use some more. Ooh, I said I didn't want to wrap up, but actually I feel called to add more and more details. Okay, the message just came to me clear now. And it says, flow with the joy of life. Flow with the joy of life. So I'm using a pen. Flow. With the joy of life. Flow with the joy of life. So this is how I work, how I create, and of course this is just one of the passages of the entire path, which is deeper than this, even though these may already seem pretty deep. And so I invite you to join me for being your own oracle path that I'm going to start from next week. And just connect privately to me, otherwise I'm going to share later when I just finish this the link to join. You have two payments, two options. You can pay in full. It's 144 euros, 144 euros, or two installments of 88 euros each. And we go through all the month of September with 4 sessions. We are going to create our own oracle, but we are going to go much more in depth than just this. This was just an example. So that you can join straight away. Let me read what Valeriano is saying. I sense a powerful and subtle energy flowing through this one. From the red that combines with the blue tone that adds tranquility to the moonfish, bearing away of the power and passion that exists within the creative side that fuels us, and let it inspire us all. Wow! This is poetry, Valeriano. I love it. I love it. Wow. Flow with the joy of life. Flow with the joy of life. So this is our message for this Pisces full moon. To flow with the joy of life. I feel called to add more and more details. I'm going to wrap it up here. So this is your oracle for today. Allow yourself to go with the flow and find joy in this flow. Allow yourself to be joyful, to be happy and burdens-free, because the flow is guiding you, the flow is lulling you, the flow is bringing you where you have to go. And the more resistance you create, the slower you go. So let the flow be your guide. Let the flow be your guide. And the flow, of course, it is your internal flow. It's the flow of your guidance. It is your own rhythm. Just go with it and allow this day to give you a little bit more permission to be joyful, to let go wherever you are attached to, wherever maybe you feel constricted by. Flow with the joy of life. Flow with the joy of life. Flow with the joy of life. You see, as you go, you don't want to stop. You feel called to add more and more and more and more. Flow with the joy of life. Let yourself to be dreamy. Let your intuition to guide you. Pay attention to the vibes that are emerging through your work. And let it just be so relaxing. At least for today and for the vibes of this full moon. We are already in workaholic Virgo. So having a little bit of relaxation with some painting feels very good indeed. You see, you can add more and more and more and more as you feel called to. Some here as well. And some here. Okay, so let me know in the comments what you feel. When you have experienced your own painting or drawing, or let's say creation, simply creation, what have you felt? What has changed for you from the moment you have started the session to the end of the work? How do you feel? I feel extremely relaxed right now, I have to say. This is giving me such relaxing vibes. You may hear it through my voice. Yes. And of course, then you can play more with the background, and you can also, glue it in your journal when you have a journal, and then use it as an inspiration to write your paper, to write your pages, and truly write in a stream of unconsciousness. Let yourself go, let your consciousness to detach, to unwind, and let your unconsciousness to emerge. So let's take tape off. I also love to cut the edges by hand. You can also cut the edges by hand. You can maybe use a scissor as you like. Coming closer. Flow with the joy of life. This is our oracle for this full moon in Pisces, September 2nd, 2020, at 7:22 a.m. CET. And this is our oracle. So this is part of Be Your Own Oracle program that I'm going to start next week. When you feel called to join us, just private message me or click the links that I'm going to share just when I finish here in the comments threads here below. So I hope that you have enjoyed this creative, fishy session with me. I actually was pleased to share some of my art with you. I guess this is the first time that I'm sharing this live. Maybe I've shared once more when I was painting a canvas, and it feels very, very good, to do it with you. So have a blessed Pisces full moon, and I see you next time. Let me know in the comments how this session went for you, and show me in the thread as well which are your creations. I'm very curious to see. Bye, and flow with the joy of life.